Well, the Lord began to speak to me um, concerning a few things, some of which I have already touched on in our previous videos and clips. And as I was in my prayer time, the Lord began to show me through vision. I saw a dark horse, and I saw soon after the dark horse, I began to see a white horse. And as I began to look at this vision, I was given understanding that the first horse that was used in this vision was representing famine and the time that we are already in now, time of famine and dryness. And this time of famine and dryness is still going on. We are still going to be going through that for some time and experiencing that. However, what caught my attention was the one that came after the white one, and began to see that this was a conqueror that will come after the famine. And the more I prayed, the Lord showed me again, He revealed to me that from this war between Israel and Palestine, from this war will emerge a man. Right now, the person is a boy. He is a young man. But from this war will produce this conqueror, this evil man. This war will produce this evil man. And when I began to see this back and forth between Israel and Palestine, I began to see this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I began to see women running out. First, they look like many women running out of Palestine with their sons. And from many women, it became one specific woman. The focus moved to one specific woman with one boy. And they ran out of Palestine and they went into Egypt, or they came onto the shores of Africa, where the boy will grow and will be raised until the appointed time where he will now go back to his home. And this war, the pain that this boy will experience and the things that he will be told, the doctrine that he will be taught, will produce a great evil through this young man. Right now, as I looked at this young man, he was somewhere between the ages of 10 and about 12, 10, 11, somewhere there, between those ages. But this war will or is producing this young man who will become a man, and this man will terrorize the world. Right now, certain systems are being put in place. When this boy comes of age, he will cause trouble. This boy is going to be quite intelligent. He's going to be quite intelligent. But first, what will come before the boy, before this specific boy, what will come before this specific child, what will come before him will be certain laws that are going to be passed. Please, I must say, I'm not saying this boy is the Antichrist. That's not what I'm saying at all. But this boy is going to be a Hitler type of character. This boy will be a Hitler type of type of character, pardon me. He'll be a Hitler type of character who will incite war and violence. This boy, as he is removed out of this area where Palestine and Israel was removed from this area of conflict, they will escape to the continent of Africa. And it was interesting to me when I looked at this boy, because when you look at the story of the Lord Jesus, when they were looking for the Messiah to kill him, when Herod was looking for the Messiah to kill him, they ran to Africa for refuge. And Africa kept this Messiah, or kept the Messiah, and he kept the Lord Jesus. Africa kept the Lord Jesus for a period of time. And I saw a similarity with this boy, except out of this boy will not come salvation. Out of this boy will come great evil. this boy that will come out of this war. This boy is a product of the conflict between the two nations and the nations in that region. And the Lord began to say to me that we need to pray and begin to pray. Because what the pains he will see his mother specifically go through, and the things she will teach him as she and he escape out of this region onto the continent of Africa, will be bad for everyone. I saw this boy now also being taken to study at some of the best institutions. So before he comes back, he'll study at some of the best institutions worldwide. The British will accommodate this boy at a time. So will the Americans. They will accommodate this boy in terms of teaching him, or the universities, the schools he will go to will be in these regions. This boy will be very much interested in nature. He'll be very much interested in plants. He'll be very much interested in chemicals. Then this boy will begin at a very young age, around 1920, he will produce a certain gas that will be able to incapacitate people without being traced at all. So this boy will be very good with chemicals and that kind of a thing. He will have a serious engineering mind. He'll be given the voice and the speech. Similar to what we see with Hitler, he will have influence. The person that he is most compared to when I hear and receive from the Lord concerning this one is Hitler. I saw Hitler standing on the right and I saw him standing on the left, and the line was being drawn between the two. Comparison was being drawn between the two. And this war that we're seeing now, as this boy grows, when the time comes, will escalate even more. This boy is going to be a problem for the world, all of the world, not just that region. So we need to pray and